gentlemen, we are joined by a very senior person from the Airports Authority of India, Ms. Reena Rai, Executive Director, Technical, Airports Authority of India, who will give us a presentation on SUGAM, that is Sustainable Green Airports Mission, benchmarking energy consumption and enhancing energy efficiency at Airports Authority of India, airports in India.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have been given the toughest task to deliver post-lunch, and the lunch was also very delicious. So those who are feeling sleepy, if I am not able to awake them, then it will be sorry on my part. So with this I start. Most of the people in India might be knowing about this organization which I belong. This is Airports Authority of India. I would like to give brief description about my organization, and then later on we'll speak about the initiatives taken by AAI in the field of green initiatives. As you all are aware of, that India is one of the largest domestic aviation market in the world and handles the third largest domestic traffic after USA and China. And IATA has also projected that by 2030, India will be the third largest, India will be in third largest air traffic management, domestic as well as international. Airports Authority of India is leading airport operator, and it provides air navigation services pan-India. It manages more than 100 airports and provides air navigation services for over 2.8 million square nautical miles of airspace. And we have handled more than 700,000 aircrafts movement in last 21-22, 78 million passenger and 322 million units of electricity also consumed. And this 30% of this electricity consumed is of renewable energy. AI is working hard to reduce the carbon emission in its airports. And to achieve this, they are doing activities where we are optimizing energy consumption by implementing energy efficiency and conservation measures, and maximizing the uses of affordable green and renewable energy resources. We are also taking, it's a constant effort by AI to reduce the fossil fuel consumption. And in our new projects, we tend to change the DG set to be operated through PNGs. And there are many more ways we are utilizing electric vehicles as far as possible. These are the steps taken to reduce the carbon emission. As by reduction of carbon emission, we are able to reduce scope 1 and scope 2 emissions. We are also integrating net zero building design concepts. On infrastructure side, all our terminal buildings are Griha rated, and a mandate has been there to make all terminal buildings Griha star rated 5. We are doing electrification of ground transport, and you would have seen that during aircraft parking, aircrafts are using their engine APUs, auxiliary power units, for lighting and for preconditioned airs. And this causes carbon emission at airports. To overcome this, AI intends to provide fixed electric ground power and preconditioned air to aircrafts during the parking. This will tremendously reduce the carbon emission, and again, it's a green initiative to achieve. As you all are aware, that Airports Authority is a service provider, air service navigation provider. There also a lot of steps have been taken to reduce the carbon emission by aircrafts. An effort has been made, airport collaborative decision making. optimization of airport capacity utilization, departure slot management. All these are steps which are taken to reduce the carbon emission by aircraft. Airport Council International, which is this organization which provides airport carbon accreditation program and certification, AI, Airport Study of India, is going to achieve for 26 office airports level 2 accreditation certification, where we have done carbon mapping, and thereafter we are able to reduce the carbon emission. You can see the renewable energy initiatives and its roadmap. The roadmap is clearly depicting that how much we have achieved and how much we are going to achieve. The target is by 2024 we should have 100% RE, which is very difficult to achieve, but still we are taking all the initiatives with the regulatory authorities and as per applicable regulations to enhance the RE contribution by installing on-site solar plant or open access or green energy, whether wind or hydro. 25 of our airports are 100% green through green energy. One remarkable achievement of AI is that those who all have traveled to Kolkata airport would have seen that while landing or while takeoff, that across the basic strip, we have provided 15 megawatt solar power plant. This was one of its kind and first time in India, whereas we never had any clue how to provide this facility, because safety is very important from the point of view of pilots, aircraft movement, like pilot should not get any glint and glare, then air traffic controller and even fire controller. So these were the 3 steps where we got the glint glare analysis done, got the approval of our regulatory authority, that is DGCA, and commissioned the plant in 2018. And successfully we are able to generate 30% of RE through this facility. I am grateful that we are associated with AAE, and our chairman's vision was there to have a energy consumption benchmarking. In Airports Authority, we are maintaining building energy management system, and through that we have all the data, and we try to do the benchmarking that how private airports or AI airports are performing with respect to energy consumption. These are the things which I have explained to you, and I request my colleague Mr. Mukesh Yadav, who has done on benchmarking, how he has achieved this benchmarking of various airports and has got the data, worldwide data with respect to emission and energy consumption. He would like to explain further in details.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, good afternoon, everyone here. I got this opportunity to explain to you about the benchmarking, what we have done at airports. So you can understand that in India, we have airports spread across the Indian at different geographical and climatic conditions. Then benchmarking and to evaluate and analyze the performance of each and every airport in that reference is a very difficult task. But still, with the help of and with the association of AAE, we have done some benchmarking for the energy consumption, what we have observed at our airports. We have considered about 100 airports, which includes private also, 7 private airports, and we have done a comparison based on the area, plinth area, you can say area covered in terminal building, as well as the passenger handled by the each airport. As you are aware, the major energy consumption at airport is only air conditioning. Major about 50 to 60% energy consumption is only due to air conditioning. So we are having a climatic condition where there is no need of air conditioning, like northeastern India, so we are having a better energy consumption performance. Whereas in the Rajasthan, like where summer, we have to run the air conditioners throughout the year, we have more energy consumption. Now, it is very much visible. We have done all Indian airports, including private airports. We have done benchmarking. We found that here it is very much visible. It is average of all India basis पे average जो हमारा है, it is a per square meter. It was done on the 2019 consumption in 2019-20, since 2021 the pandemic year. So we have taken the data from 2019, and it is a area-wise. It is a per square meter area. Energy consumption annually was about 263. Average of all the airports, Indian airports, we have taken. And AI managed, excluding private players, we are having 322 units per square meter area, whereas the privately managed airports done better in this part. They have having a 301. And top 25 airports, since these includes all the airports, smaller airports also, where there is no passenger movement, area is very less, and we have some fixed type consumption. Since whether there is a single aircraft operating a number of there are some fixed load, fixed consumption, which cannot be avoided. That's why that is having higher energy consumption at that airports. So top 25, it is about 318. Average is that. When we go for the energy traffic pay, energy consumption per passenger, we handle at all airports, it is a 2.9 units. All AI managed airports is 3.1 units per passenger. And privately managed airports, they are doing better. They are with 2.8 units per. And top 25, also it is a 2.8, almost top 25 AI airports, which are included about 18 AI airports and 7 privately managed airports. We are doing at par with the private players. We have also done the energy intensity benchmarking for the airports based on the aircrafts handled. Since, as you are aware, AI, being a government organization, is handling and providing services in remote areas at smaller airports also, which handles smaller aircraft. छोटे airportों पे we are handling a smaller aircraft, even though with 10 to 15 passengers. The number of aircraft, smaller aircraft handled by AI is more than the private players who are in the situated in the metro cities like Delhi and everything. Here you will find that all average is about 384. AI managed airport, since we are handling a more aircraft, smaller aircrafts, is average is a 365 per aircraft. And privately managed airport, they are doing 399. And top 25, it is 396 unit per aircraft movement. Next slide, there we have done a comparison year over year. It's a 2019, 20 and 2021. Basically, we want to show you how the passenger movement impact on the benchmarking energy consumption. When 2021, the passenger handle, you can see, it was about, by all airports, it was about more than 250 millions. That is a circle there. This is a passenger handle. And the energy consumption, what we have, it is a 2.9. But in F21, passenger handle is less. It is about less than 100. Then the performance, energy performance goes up to 7.3. Passenger movement was less, it was. Similarly, AI management airports, 20 we have done 3.1 and it goes 7.1 per pax. And privately managed 2.8 से 7.5 हो गया. And top 25, it was 2.8, and it goes up to, has gone up to 7.4. Similarly, when we are doing it based on the comparison year over year on area basis, since area was common, passenger handle was less. Number of aircraft was handled in 2020-21 was less. We found that the energy consumption, which was about 309 per unit per square meter area of the floor area, 309, fall down to 263 in 2021 for all airports, Indian airports, average of all Indian. And AI managed airports is a 322 units per square meter area and fall down to 277. Similarly, in private, 301 and 254. It shows that the drop in the per square meter area energy consumption not that much, whereas the per passenger energy consumption increase was very high. Next, here we can say capacity utilization. You can see the capacity area of the building, how much it is utilized. If it is fully utilized, always energy performance will be better. That can be seen from here. AI management airports, since I as already have told, at smaller airports we are operating airports with even single aircraft in a week or twice in a week. So area, but energy consumption, fixed types, jo load and consumption is always remain same. And our in 2020-21, 19-20, capacity utilization for AI managed airport was 78%, and our energy consumption per passenger was 3.1, and area-wise it was 322. Whereas privately managed airport, they were able to utilize the capacity up to 84% and perform better on the per pax as well as a per square meter area. It was the internal comparison and benchmarking and comparison what we have done. Next, we are not having a data for energy consumption of all the airports across the globe, but due to ACI, we are having the emission data for scope 1 and scope 2 for the other airports in global. So we have made a comparison to what the emissions we are having at our airports in Indian airports and what the other airports across the globe are having. You will find that there is a comparison. Latin America is average is 0.8 emission for scope 1 and 2 during the calendar year 2019. America and Europe. North America it was 1.6. European countries, airports in European countries average was 1.3. And average of Indian airports emission was 1.7, which is far, far below, and we are doing better than Asia Pacific, airports in Asia Pacific, all other airports, as well as airports in African countries. African, it is 3.9. Now, as I already told, this AI managed airports are tier 2, 3 cities. That's why our performance, energy performance is slightly lower in some cases in comparison to privately managed airport who are basically located in metro cities having a better utilization factor. But still, there is a scope for improvement. We are comparing with this benchmarking, we are comparing our own airports and with private airports who are situated in the same climatic geographical area, having same climatic, similar climatic conditions, and we are trying to improve ourselves and to make our airports more efficient, and we are trying to optimize the energy efficiency and reduce the carbon emission to save our environment and earth. Next, in this process, we can see what the initiative Madam has already told you. We have also planned, we are in the process to establish you can say one of its kind heating system at Leh Airport. We are using the geothermal heating to integrated way with the solar PV, solar plant, so that we can achieve a zero emission for Leh Airport. AAI is investing about, as already mentioned, we are having a additional burden of about 27 crore against the original cost of 23 crores for traditional technology. We are using geothermal technology, and we are using the Mother Earth heat as a source for heating our terminal building and others. And to feed the power, we are using a solar plant integrated with that to achieve zero emission for that airport. So we are investing about 27 crore extra for that against the traditional system, which was costing about 23 crores for AI. It will be integrated with 2.5. Technology, I think everyone will be aware. We have to improve a lot. We have to do the insulation 3-layer roofing so that heat intake should be less. Triple glazed walls to have a better insulation for the terminal building. Thank you everyone.
Just a quick question. Why is Latin America so low in terms of the carbon emissions as compared to like globally? Do you have any reasons?
Latin America, I think in climatic condition is there is no need of air conditioning there. But
We have got this data from ACI. We have not worked in detail, frankly.
that may be the reason. That is the reason what we are there. Climatic condition is there. There is air conditioning requirement is very less, or
Hello.
almost nil. Or
As your question is, we will definitely look into, but these data are not ours. It is provided by ACI. Who is there? We collected all the data from Delhi, Bangalore, everywhere, and with their help, we could, with the help of AAA also, we could plot the graphs, like what is the energy consumption, depending upon the size of the building, movement. That we tried to benchmark. And emission, we have got through all the data from ACI. These data are provided. We have not looked deep into it. And definitely your question is valuable. We will see that.
On just behalf of the energy efficiency community professionals who are here, just want to appreciate the effort that Airport Authority of India has initiated, and just sharing of this information in a public forum really encourages people to do similar things in other domains. And also probably I think we will hear that how this benchmarking can be improved further, which is, I think, I'm sure that this can be done. We have also worked extensively and we know that there is scope for improvement here. So, but just showing this publicly, comparing ourselves against global benchmarks and other things will allow us to actually get better in future.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Thank
Yes.
you. Ma'am, globally, if we look at then the passenger passenger density and the flight punctuality, these are also the integrated parameters which are part of the matrix when we look at the emission as a part of the parameter. So, do we also have prepared the integrated parameter in terms of the flight punctuality and passenger density?
Flight punctuality definitely is there. We have taken our air navigation system. They have taken many steps so that if you are traveling, you will find that there is no hovering around Delhi airport, because the airport operator has provided sufficient taxi, slot, parking, everything is there. Then they have made continuous descent operation and continuous ascent operation. All these things are making smooth operation of aircraft and less fuel burn. So these steps are there. And sometimes if you talk about punctuality, this is not the word. Operationally, some requirement, some delay may be there because of any visibility or any reasons. So those are delays. Sometimes it happens, but it's not a regular phenomena. During fog seasons, yes, diversions of flights are there, but that's a very unique situation. Otherwise, throughout the year, there are the probability of this type of delays are very less, because definitely mechanisms are there. We are monitoring our all flight from a central CAFTM. It is a centrally located situation where we are monitoring every steps through radar based. So any delay, I mean, there is a prior knowledge. That is all intimated to the airlines, to passengers, everything. There are many steps are being taken through air navigation, and this is also causing less fuel burn and definitely less emissions.
Ma'am, I'll just rephrase, or maybe I think as a part of this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reena ji, Mukesh ji, Gurpreet ji. May I please request Dr. Satish Kumar to kindly come up on stage and felicitate our speakers from the Airports Authority of India with a huge round of applause. Thanks once again to Reena ma'am, Mukesh ji, Gurpreet ji. As far as we at AAA are concerned, we are not aware of any other country-level benchmarking for airports anywhere else in the world. So this really is sort of inaugural and path-breaking work in that sense. And for that, we wish to thank the Airports Authority of India